Well, hello, Internet. I'm Luke Welsh.
And I'm David Dupuis.
We are with Collinsville Daily News, and today we are in the Media Center of Worldwide Technology Raceway to talk with a very special guest, honestly. I'm surprised that he even came to talk to us. But this guy, definitely one of the hotter drivers in NASCAR right now. He just passed up the wins record for, I think, the all-time wins record for a rookie in one season at Portland.
Yep.
He did that. He literally just won. He won his first Xfinity Series race just a couple months after turning 18. He just signed a full-time ride with Trackhouse for next year in the Cup Series. Everyone, I guess, really likes this guy, and he's a really good racer. Anyway, Connor Zilisch.
How's it going?
It's good. Yeah, so the first question I had was just, how did it all start for you? How did you, begin racing?
Yeah, I started racing go-karts when I was 4.5 years old, and honestly, it just started out as a hobby for me. It's, I didn't come from a racing family, or, I never really started with the goal of one day becoming a race car driver. And as things progressed for me, and as I started to win more races and started to travel, I guess I realized that maybe I do have a chance to make a career out of this, and that's kind of when I started to take things more seriously. And I met Kevin Harvick, and he directed me down kind of the NASCAR path, and here I am today.
All right. I feel like you're one of, I guess, many people nowadays that are making that switch from more of a road racing discipline over to NASCAR, right? Do you think that this is the thing to where you'll see maybe 5-10 years from now that people won't necessarily have to race on dirt ovals as much as they do now to make their way up to the higher ranks of NASCAR?
Yeah, I think versatility is something that is definitely not looked at enough. I raced a lot of different cars from the time I was 13 to 16, and I think that just taught me so much. It's easy to focus on one thing and want to be the best at what you're doing, but sometimes it's more valuable to kind of spread your plate with what you're doing. So I feel like it helped me a lot to race in multiple different disciplines coming up, and although I wish I probably could have gotten a little bit more oval experience as a kid, I feel like it, the road racing discipline and background taught me a lot, and made that transition pretty easy for me.
Right. I feel like compared to some people that we've seen from the road scene, like maybe Montoya or Marcus Ambrose, they've had a harder time on the ovals than I think you've had. What do you think about you and how your racecraft is letting you to do so well at these ovals?
I think part of it's age, just being very young. I feel like I'm able to pick things up quicker and learn quicker. Those guys came into the sport after they already had a pretty full career of something else, and I feel like it's just a little bit tougher to kind of learn at that age because you're already so molded into who you are. So I think a lot of it's age, and then a lot of it is also just who I've had around me the past 3 or 4 years to help me learn what I needed to know before I made this jump to the NASCAR Xfinity Series this year, and that certainly has helped make the transition much more seamless.
Right. Can you talk about what it was like to get that? I'm assuming was it a phone call with Trackhouse when you got the offer to go up to the Cup Series? Can you just speak to what that was like and the emotions that you felt?
Yeah, Justin Marks has been such a good guy to me, and just someone that I can go to and talk to, and he has a vision with Trackhouse and what he wants to build into it. And when he finally told me that I was going to be the guy to race their third car full time next year, it was really, really cool. And especially for me, I never thought I was going to make it to this point in the sport, and to have a guy that trusts me at my age and has the faith in me to put me in his car full time in the Cup Series is pretty special.